Freeland claims that if you are considering visiting Canada and the beauty of Canada, you might not, because I guess because we don't have a climate plan. What is she talking about? They've been taxing us for several years. If people don't come to visit Canada, it might have something to do with the fact that this is a very expensive place to visit if you are trying to stretch your tourism dollars. Like I'm surprised. I'm surprised people come here. It's a very expensive place to visit. It's a very expensive place to live. But I can't imagine that a Japanese tourist who is obsessed with Anne of Green Gables. Did you know that's a thing? They're very obsessed with Anne of Green Gables. Anne of Green Gables is like a big thing in Japan. And so they love to go visit where Lucy Maud Montgomery wrote Anne of Green Gables. They love the idea of like walking in those footsteps. It's a huge thing. But I can't imagine that a Japanese tourist who's going to fly all the way over here to like experience the Anne of Green Gables universe firsthand is going to be like, oh, they didn't raise the carbon tax high enough. I totally can't go now. It's just so stupid, but that's the argument she's making. Let's roll this clip.
I have to say, failure to have a climate plan is actually the death knell for the Canadian economy. People will not want to buy the stuff we make in Canada if we are not making it in a green way. People will not want to visit our country if they do not see that we are energetically embracing the green transition. They'll go to places that are embracing that. So I really believe very, very strongly that our green policy is an economic growth policy. I have to say.
What a stupid claim. Like seriously, for someone who did travel to so many countries, I can affirm you that people doesn't care about like the green like energy and if you are doing step forward or not. People wants to travel, they wants to visit, they wants to experience other culture and other like feeling and food. They don't care about like if you are using green or not green, because anyway they are taking a flight for coming there. So anyway, all the travel to go there will pollute anyway. So for the green transition, I don't like, seriously, this is just a stupid claim.
I just pulled up the Wikipedia and take that for what you will, world tourism rankings. Canada's not even in the top 10. And they've been taxing me. They've been taxing me and taxing me and taxing me for years. So France is number 1. Spain is number 2. I'm not sure Spain has a climate tax. But number 3 is the United States, and they definitely don't have a nationwide carbon tax. Turkey, I'm sure, does not have one. Italy, if they have one, their beautiful new prime minister is going to turf that. Mexico definitely doesn't. So I'm sorry, but just even the statistics don't play out that having these green taxes on people, by the way, making travel to those countries even more expensive. It doesn't encourage people to come there. Like, what if you were a tourist and you were saying, okay, well, I only have this much to spend on my vacation and I would need to make this much money go as far as possible. It's no wonder Mexico's on the list. Your dollar goes pretty far there. Like if you're going to a place with a carbon tax, it's like going to a place with a VAT or a sales tax. Your money doesn't go as far. And that's something that a lot of people factor into going on vacation. But also this idea that people won't come here if we're not green manufacturing. Really? Do people actually care about green manufacturing? Everything we buy is made in China and nobody seems to care. I think one of the world's largest fashion retailers is Shein or Shine or however you say it. And that's just basically single use, double use fashion that you wear, you wash, it falls apart and people buy something else the next time. Nobody cares about where stuff is made anymore. But it's interesting to see Chrystia Freeland use this idea that maybe we should be a place of ethical manufacturing, because I do believe that. I do believe that specifically about our oil and gas. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, I would love everybody to have a sticker on the pump that says this is Canadian oil, or this is Algerian oil, or this is Saudi Arabian oil, so that they can make those decisions.
We,
Maybe people might care. Freeland thinks they do, so let's find out.
we do that with the maple syrup. Why not with our oil and gas?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we enter in the new era where most of the people are like struggle with inflation. Not everywhere around the world, but a lot of like the G7 country example, like a lot of them have like the inflation as us. Those people, they want to keep travel, same if they are struggling in their daily life. So do you think really that they will say, why not going to Canada? I will like go not very long time because it's too expensive, but at least they have green energy.
Yeah, no, nobody cares. Nobody's like, oh, I wanted to go stay in Canada, but I heard that the hotel uses coal-fired electricity, so I definitely can't go there. Like, it's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It is like, it's so but Freeland is so out of touch with normal people. I'm convinced she doesn't know any normal people, and this next story will bolster my arguments here.